Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hello. So today I'm going to be doing a bit of an informative video. I'm basically going to be sharing, why am I always in a rush? So I'm basically going to be sharing tips and tricks on how to pass your learner's and driver's license. A little paper with me here to just make sure that I cover everything that I want to cover. Also, I'm going to be sharing my experience to hopefully help you in some way. So yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, let's talk about the process of getting your learner's license. So to do that, you have to book. So you go to your local traffic department and you book for a test. I think it costs about 95 Rand, but I've realized that it actually differs according to which province you're located. So if you're in the Free State, it's gonna cost you roughly 95 Rand. I don't know about other provinces. So a tip and a trick, preferably you want to book where you're gonna write it on paper, so in different locations there's not really an option. You can either write it on paper depending whether the traffic department hasn't updated their system, but if they have, then you're gonna have to write it on computer. But I personally wouldn't advise anyone to write it on computer. I did write mine on computer twice and failed. Okay, it was so hard. But then early this year in Jan, I went to Jagersfontein. I'm not sure if they still write it on paper right now, but when I went early in Jan, you could book to write it on paper. And so I went there and literally passed the test so flipping well. On my first try, to myself, I'm like, oh my God, I should have just went and wrote it on paper instead of wasting my money and time trying to write it on computer. But some people have passed writing it on computer, but I feel like it's the outliers, like you super smart people, I guess, or maybe if you're lucky, I don't know. But I would advise for you to write it on paper because it's much easier that way. So also pro tip, before you book, you want to prep first. Use the K53 app. It has 3 books and it has like questions and answers, questions and memos. So those 3 books, literally the questions that appear on your K53 app are the same questions that are gonna appear when you are writing your actual test. So I guess that's what I love about writing on paper. Where else, if it's on computer, it's a different story. Okay, it's really a different story. But yeah, so I talked about using the app to prep, right? My notes are a little over the place, child. But yeah, 3 different books, book A, book B, book C. Use those different books to prep for your test. And then the test has 3 sections: road signs, rules of the road, and your control. So rules of the road are your, do you stop when the robot is red? Do you use your hooter to, those type of things, man. Basic things, they're not too hard. Road signs, your stop signs, your pedestrian signs, your those type of things. And then your controls are your gears, steering wheel, indicator, that kind of thing. Yeah, important documents that you want to have with when you go book. You want to have your ID, you want to have ID photos. I think take as many as possible because you're also going to need them when you go book for your driver's license as well as when you get it and pay for it. So yeah, and proof of residence. Yo, literally, like, if you're in South Africa, you can't just be done without your proof of residence. Like, you literally just, you want to have your proof of residence. Okay, so yeah, id ID photos, proof of residence, 95 rand or so, but not more than 100. I think it's not more than 100, and you're good to go. You're good to book your test and write it. Yes, right. So that's the learner's license. So I need a break, child. I need a break. Okay, so I am back from my little ad break. Right, so now that you have your learner's license, you want to work towards getting your driver's license. Your learner's license is basically just a paper that permits you to get your driver's license. So the first thing that you want to do, you want to get your driving lessons. So basically, your learner's license, it's more like your theory, and your driver's license, or rather working towards your driver's license, you're doing more of the practical things, actually getting into a car, into a vehicle, and driving, learning how the different controls work, learning, yeah, practical stuff, man. So you can either do your code 8 or your code 10. Your code 8, your small vehicle; code 10, your trucks. And then I think there's I don't remember what code it is, but it's for motorcycles. So you can choose whichever one you want. I did code 8, and people were saying code 8 is hard, do code 10. That's a lie. They were lying. No, they really were lying, because it's not that hard. I think people say it's hard because of your parallel parking, your side parking. It has a lot of your okie doke, like, but they're not hard. You learn, you practice, and you're good. Driving lessons, you can do it vice versa. You can, if you have a car at home, get someone who knows how to drive to teach you the basics, and then you can go to your driving school to prep you for your driving test. Or you can just go to your driving school and just get a full course. But I feel like if you know how to drive, if like know how to drive, and you just need a little practice and a little prep for your actual driving test, then you don't need to take the full course. But if you are starting from scratch, you literally have zero driving experience, then you want to get a full course at a driving school. I got a full course, and yeah, where I got it, actually, because it's costly. Getting a driver's license costs a lot of money, okay? And then I think the part that I actually want to talk about is your steep. I feel like people are scared to accelerate when they have to pass the steep, because you have to pass your steep before you can do your side packings and your parallel packings and all of that. So accelerate. You'd rather fly than to roll back. Because once you roll, it's over. Like, once your car rolls, once your car goes backwards instead of it's over, you're gonna have to book again. That's just that's what is it called? I can't find the word, but it's basically over for you. So yeah, so the booking fee is 200 and something. I think right between 200 and something to 250. not more than 250. And there's a fee that you have to pay again once you've passed your driving test. Yeah, once you have passed it, there's a fee. I think it's 100 and something. Yeah, and then from there you just wait until you get your card. Yeah, I think that's fees for your temporary license, and then you're gonna wait for some time, and then for you to get your actual card. They're supposed to send you an SMS, but I didn't get mine. I just went after a month or two to check if it's there, and it was there. Yeah, I think there was something that I wanted to add, something that I wanted to mention just now. It's gone. Come on, come back. Oh, also, when you go there, please brace yourself. You know how the service delivery literally everywhere in South Africa is, you know how terrible it is. So when you go to your traffic department, whether it's for the first time, when you're going to book, you might not even get help on the first day. So just brace yourself, be emotionally intelligent for the day. Really just brace yourself, because it's hell. It's hell. It's literally hell. But yeah, just be patient. If you need to go back again the following day, do that. It's a process. It's a mess, but eventually, everything will come together, and you will get your learner's and driver's license. Yeah, that's it, guys. I hope what I shared will help someone, and if you're planning on getting your driver's or learner's license soon, good luck. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.